Good like, and welcome back to what will be the final ever episode of Builders of Egypt as we finish our Alexandria Lighthouse monument. Now Jesus is walking across the water to finish phase 4. I started buying in limestone. I need to buy in limestone anyway, and I get the feeling that this is going to be the next one of these next phases is going to be limestone. So there he goes. He's built it up. Limestone, 2,700. Excellent. Okay, so that guy sold me a bit of limestone. That's nice. Is it? What else do you need? 2,800 logs. That's fine. So we're now buying in logs and limestone. So this is going to get expensive. You can go... You're fine. You could possibly use this dock here if you want to. That's gonna be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heading over. Yeah, so I don't need plain stone anymore. So I could probably get rid of... Yeah, there's 4,800 plain stone. I don't know if plain stone's gonna pop back up, but I think I can get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of... a couple of houses here. Save a bit of cash money. And we can delete this all. I just don't know if I'm going to need plain stone later. That's the thing. Yeah, there's 5 unemployed here. So I guess I could get rid of like this house. Okay, that's going to save a bit. Save just a teeny tiny little bit of money. Less wages are going to need to be paid. Right, so they've got 500 of this, 500 of that. A ship is leaving, which is fine. What ship was that? Right, I need you to get in here there, dude. I guess they're taking 500 of the logs and 500 of the limestone, which is okay, I guess. You're going to need to get the rest of your stuff. There we go. Limestone heading out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next will be logs probably heading out, or they're bringing more stuff in. I think it's logs they're bringing in. That's okay. They need to bring in logs anyway. That's going to be all good. Beer is racking up. This is fine, having only one thing here. Okay, you're going to sell me a bunch of stuff as well. That's nice. That's okay. So I did get the second harbour up and running. It's all good now. They only need 2,700. Surely they're going to need over 4,000. So the next step must be limestone as well, which is sort of A-okay. So 5 going in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1,000. Where are the log people? Yeah, there's I maybe should have built another stockpile over here. I do have 5 unemployed. It's not going to be enough. I had to build another house here to get them to work this. Which is fine. Yeah, there's 200 logs there. Now you're full, so you should just be only taking logs out of there. Plenty of fish. The fish strat was perfect. I don't know where these idiots are presently. So these guys are coming back for stuff. They must have been the log guys. Alright. See what they do. I think they'll go and then they'll start taking stuff off of the ships. They're taking 200 logs. Yeah, they sold us a bunch of stuff. Yeah, okay, so we're getting the limestone in. That's totally fine. We should get enough limestone in to cover. So they're taking it off of this one. That'll be okay. Off they go into the sunset. And I'll wait for that other ship to come back, and then we'll start getting more logs off of there. 1800 to be precise. So yeah, I haven't started building any more of the city. As I said, we need to get this monument first, so we are literally buying nothing. And then we can get stuff moving. Yeah, wares were bought, so the guy bought some beer. If there is spare beer sitting, he'll often like come back and buy a bit more. But yeah, this is fine. Having only one reed gatherer, so saved a couple of quid there. And unemployment, there's only 5 people unemployed, so the city is doing fairly well. Apart from the culture, obviously that's a bit rubbish. It won't be. I mean, once I throw the wells in here, this area will be totally fine. They'll get all their water, they'll all upgrade, I will get the remaining schools in, and then I'll start building things like libraries, the courthouse, possibly in the middle here, and then it'll just shoot up the amount of people that we've got working for us. That's why we need to only be selling things and not buying anything. Alright. Looking good. 1800, 2700. It's weird. They're like not selling me 1,000 and 1,000. Yeah, you're going to stockpile. You are taking off more of this, which is fine. They'll only take out 700. I need you to start selling me logs there, buddy. Yeah, the limestone. So he sold 1,600. You could have sold 1,700. I think that's the logs coming in now. It is 400. Alright, so we'll come back again once the monument is a little bit further on. Okay, here we are back again. And there we go. Phase 5 was complete. Right, 2,200 wood, 2,700 for Phase 6. I would imagine we'll probably have to buy jewels and stuff at some point. This lighthouse is immense, man. And the fact that it was built way back in the day is just, it's insane. One of the things I've noticed is I've never used oil for anything. I thought oil might have been used in the lighthouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would imagine they're bringing 5 wood. Maybe once they get back. I have no idea. Yeah, they are. There's 5 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that says there's 5 there. That's weird. Alright, so Phase 6 is going to be completed in sort of no time at all. There's definitely 5 there, so why does that say 600? Unless they sold this one just before the ship left. That's always a thing that can happen. And then we should see 500 trails of logs being carried by some men. Possibly. Maybe not. Right, who are you? You're still selling me logs. That's fine. You're going to sell me more limestone. That's fine. Yeah, definitely should have built a second thing in here. But we're getting this done as well. 4,200. That's actually complete now. So we just need to drag the stuff. Yeah, 500 logs were delivered. So a couple more deliveries and then we'll come back. Okay, so here we are, back again. Phase 6 is almost complete. We're just waiting on the bricklayer, who should be traipsing across the water as we speak. Oh, I don't know where the hell he is. Where are you? Bricklayer man? Maybe invisible again. Oh yeah, okay, so upgrade it. There you go. That's neat. That's very cool. I like it. Right, another 1,500 wood, another 2,700 on the limestone there. That's gonna be fine. I have started adding to this section, so these people have all sort of upgraded their homes, etc. I'm going to build like libraries and stuff. I need to build a library. In fact, I think I can get one just to keep the culture and stuff up. No, that's a 3, so that's horrible. No, that won't go there either. I think 1 can go about there and it covers literally everything. Yeah, I kind of want the courthouse to go in the middle there, so I'll maybe have like a library out here. And then possibly like another one sort of out this way. I think they need like the scribe school and stuff. It takes about 30 people. So it takes a lot. I'd love to get the courthouse in. Although as expensive as it may be, I kind of want this to be the sort of centerpiece of our sort of area. It's over 275 quid. Nobody has to work there yet. But they can work there when the time comes. All I have to do is add in like another well over here and then it'll be good. Population's at 800, wages are going to come up. We are technically still buying stuff. I'll switch that off for the moment. I will need the scribe school also. In fact, the scribe school could possibly... It's in here. Maybe it does fit in there. Well, that is an excellent place for it. Again, it's another 10 workers. You know what? Stop that. See if they'll go and work in there. They possibly will. Like, for example, I don't need this to be up and running at the moment. Because I don't have the singers yet. But the bandstand can do its thing. There you go, scribe school. They'll go and get a bit more of this. I've got 2 police stations here, which is kind of dumb. I kind of want to get another thingy gatherer in here. I possibly should not have taken that out. That was a bit stupid, admittedly. Right, so they're off. 14 people. No, I don't need 14 people working in there. I'll switch that off for the moment. Apparently I have a lot of unemployed. 32. Well, I suppose I could switch one of these on. What I'm going to have to do is build another well out this way. I don't think these people are in range either of these types of buildings. I will get that there. That will deal with that. I'll get a fire building in here. That will deal with that. Right, so I got rid of some of the unemployed. And I'll possibly have to do the same over at this side. Which we will do. So are you getting your stuff? You are getting your stuff. Right, these people require, like... They're gonna need pottery. Pottery is the thing they're gonna want to get next. I don't really want these houses to upgrade again. I'm gonna take it slow. But I want this to be a nice town where everyone's sort of in range of stuff. Like that library covers everything. That library covers everything over there. We can absolutely grow out this way if we want to. That's a thing we can do. Right now we are sort of good though. I would like to get the last school, the conservatory, in there. It's quite a large building, as you can see. There you go. The last of the people can sort of work in there. Are you in range of all the things you need to be in range of? Yep. Architect's post is there. Police station is there. There's just sort of an empty space there. Could possibly be room for a shrine. There you go. So they are doing that now. So these should both work. And they should increase culture. Will they? I've no idea. Probably not. No, my luck. Yeah, see, these guys want the pottery. They're sort of happy with everything. There is clay over here. It's a little bit away. I might build just a small settlement out here to get that. Yeah, they also want a bit of religion. There's not much religion going on in here. There's a couple of shrines. I could build, probably will build a few temples in and around the place just to keep those people happy. Gonna get the other things down there. Yeah, they want the well, and I'll be building the well up here. I think I could possibly get one. Yeah, I can get one down here. Would it cover at least some of them? If I build it up here, that pretty much covers all of them. So yeah, there's a well. Gonna have to go in here. That's fine. There's nobody to work it at the moment, but that's okay. And then grab an architect's post in there and grab a fire station in there. Okay, so it's like another sort of town centre. These will possibly upgrade. Sharpish, we'll see. We'll hear the noise in the background of them upgrading. So they've got 500 and 500. The lighthouse looks nice. This is a really cool monument. I think this is probably my favourite one thus far. So I've got 5. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew they were gonna blast up. Alright, to save a bit of unemployment, I'll start switching these on. Because we are going to get unemployed in here. I need there not to be any unemployment. That will take everything down. So those people are going to come in. I think this one literally downgraded. It looks like it's a downgrade. Might be an upgrade. Yeah, you guys want the clay. I mean, I'd possibly build a stockpile in here. Gonna need a stockpile that is somewhat closer. Right, at Reed Gatherer filled up, so that's nice. House, yeah. You've got access to your deities. Yeah, they sort of want like a... Oh my god, everybody's upgrading. Yeah, I need to increase the range of religious buildings. So I think that's... Oh, that's Bastet. See, in some cases, so Bastet covers all of that. Yeah, it's like an A shrine that they sort of need. We might be able... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can get an A shrine in there. That gives them all the deities that they need. And then... throw in the entertainment stuff down here, which they don't need yet. I am literally just firing these in so that people have jobs and work to go to. That's 7 unemployed, that's all good. Yeah, 8 in there. It's looking okay. It isn't looking too bad. How's this crap looking? It is 1,000 and 2,700. Alright, alright. Culture still hasn't gone up, and that's what scares me. That it does. So I've got plenty of shrines, I've got pavilions, I've got physicians, dentists, mortuaries. I don't have a mortuary. I mean, I can build this stuff. I don't really want to build that stuff, though. And I don't think the mortuary actually works. Unless... Yeah, I was going to get like a bandstand or something down here, but that covers them. Kinda-ish. That sort of covers them. That covers them. I can get... Yeah, these ones here cover those ones up there. Yeah, I should leave that, actually. Right, where would you and could you build a mortuary? Like there? Yeah, so that covers everything down to there. That's pretty good coverage, actually. I'm pretty impressed with that. So if I get another one up here, it will cover everyone sort of down the other side. That's pretty good coverage, actually. I'm fairly impressed with that. I mean, I could, if I wanted, get like this stuff. I don't need a lot of it. Just enough for, like, say, one flax farm. Depends if these idiots upgrade, which they won't. Not without. Or I could switch off this library. I don't need it yet. Right, pause that. I don't need that yet. I think that filled up 2 slots there. Which is fairly decent. Right, so grab a stockpile. In there. That's going to be fine. You are going to store flax, if you can get it. Yeah, they went to work in there. And then grab a weaver. Weaver can maybe go... Yeah, you know what? This is kind of a cool building. Alright, is there other buildings I can shut down that I don't particularly need at the moment? Like, I could shut down the scribe school and stuff, but I don't think they're going to be in range of this over here. Switch off. Just get one going for the moment. Alright, so that's 10 of 10. The weaver needs 10. You're doing 9. None of the other houses over here are gonna upgrade. I'll just have to leave it for the time being. But yeah, I think getting the mortuary in will increase. Right, we'll come back again. Okay, so phase 8 is nearly complete. We're just waiting for the man, the water walker, to head over. I don't see the water walker, but he is here. He's got all his stuff, right? Oh, he's maybe still making... He shouldn't really be. He should have had all the copper and stuff that he needs. Alright, that ship bought a bunch of stuff. That's good. Still waiting on more, is he? Yeah, we're still waiting on the gold worker coming in. Okay, so those ships are all gone. There he is. There's the man. Excellent. Wages are going up because I have a bit more buildings. I have shut some of them down. That'll be good. Again, this hasn't moved at all. The culture. I think the culture is perhaps slightly broken. Just a little bit. But this is going to get us up to phase 9. Hopefully phase 9 does not require a lot of things. That'll be good. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, man. We need a bit of wood and a bit of jewellery. Alright, so we no longer require limestone. So get rid of the limestone. 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 I don't need to import you any longer. Okay, but I do need jewellery. Alright, so... And I need logs. I have 500 logs in stock. So, gather that. Don't need that anymore. It's kind of just stuck in there. I will need logs. You will need the copper, 400. And say... something like 1,000 jewelry. And we're gonna... Who imports... the jewelry? It's the landman. The landman does the jewelry. Alright. Our city. Jewelry. Wait, how much jewelry will he sell us? 1,200. How much jewelry do we need? 1,500. That's typical. Alright, so... yeah, okay, so set this for... I'll set it for 1,000. Again, I've switched everything on. I don't need everything to be on. So yeah, take 1,000. I do not need... I no longer need plain stone. Or I don't think that I do. So I'll start getting rid of some of the houses there. That'll save a bit of money on wages. I can build up this area if I need to. Prosperity is at 28, so that's not too bad. It's the culture. The culture is just abominable. Right, send over the stuff to this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's 1,000 wood right there, and I have 400 in stock. What I need to check is if the carpenter... yeah, he's done. He's built his scaffolding. So what we can do is we can stop the import of wood. At 400 it's there is enough. It's enough to get us through. Okay, so no sign of the jewellery man yet. As soon as the beer disappears, I will know that he is in town. But because we're buying less crap, it's going to be all good. That's now limestone and wood we've eliminated from the list. We can keep selling sandstone and stuff to him. Can I switch? Beer's always kind of low. Can I switch this back on? I don't know if there's anybody to work there. There probably is not. I need these houses to upgrade, and for that I'm going to need the pottery. Pottery is going to have to be a thing. It's going to have to be a thing over here, and possibly its own teeny tiny little settlement. Which is going to be rough. That it is. Alright, where's... so the beer... beer's up to 700. Man, that shot up a lot. So, I'll see the trader. He'll come here first. If I can get a little bit more beer, that would be nice. If I can get back up to 30 grand and start making money again, I'll feel safer about building out the town. There you go. So this is Beer Man here. There you go. He bought the beer for 2,100. Now we'll buy something like 2,000 beer. There's a fire in the city. Uh-oh. Where? This might burn down, actually, because it's quite far away from the fire station. It's about 70... the guy saved it. Well done, dude. Well done. Well done. Yeah, that's no longer an issue. Okay, so this guy is going to sell us the remaining copper that we need for the bricklayer dude. He's also going to sell us the jewellery. There's 1,000 wood in stock. There should not be 1,000 wood in stock. Also don't need limestone, so I can't sell limestone either. So I'm going to trash that to free up the space in here. Alright, where's the trader? I don't see him. Hello? Trader man? Unless he traded the 1,000 and they've got it. No, they don't. They don't have it yet. But I didn't see the copper or the jewels or the jewelry go up. Which means he hasn't been here yet. I want to make sure I've got this set to import. Ooh, import jewelry. Oops, my bad. He possibly did come past here and give us the copper. That was possibly my bad. Right, we'll come back once we're pretty much done. Okay, we are back. Now, I got the 1,500 jewelry. There's an issue, though. I don't know where they've taken it. Because this says that there's 0. This says 0, but I've bought 1,500. I don't see the wagons unless they've gone across the water. But I had to get it in here because the trader for some reason stopped taking the copper and stuff down to the other trading area. Which was kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know where the hell they've taken the jewelry. There's nowhere else for it to go. It should be in here. This would be really sad if this is bugged out. I just don't see them anywhere. They took the first 10,000, the first 1,000, and I was like, that's good. I then set them just to take in 500 jewelry. But I don't see them delivering it. This is kind of strange. I'm a little bit worried. Because the monument it's pretty much done. Yeah, materials, but you had your materials. You had 1,500. No one else is using this stuff. And as you can see, it's not in stock anywhere else. It's just gone. I don't know where the hell it's gone. But this is a sort of bug that could bankrupt you because you can't do anything now. Right, what I'll do is I will set like 1,000 more to be bought in. And I'll see where it goes. Right, so the guy sold 500. Right, hold on. Where's it going? Oh, I know where it's going. I know exactly where it is going. It's going into here. It's going into bazaars. They won't accept jewelry yet. They only want pottery. Okay, that was my bad. So each bazaar needs to be told not to store jewelry. That might be... I'll have to check them all. That was my bad, so yeah, lessons learned there. So yeah, you're all switched off. You're all switched off. You're all switched off. The one over here is turned off. Right, okay, take in 1,000. Okay, so I wonder if, because I switched that off, it then went over to here. No. Right, that was my bad. That really was my bad. I thought it was another bug with the game, and I was kind of worried because I really want to finish this monument. Right, come on, trader man, come in, give me another. It's just so expensive to buy that jewelry, though. Right, so he sold me 1,000. Excellent, good man. I will then set you to dial that back to 500 because that's all I need. Yeah, I was at like 40,000 and buying the jewels just wiped me right out. So that was dumb, but I have learned. We are learning. Yes. Now the copper is fine. I've switched that off. Now I just need these idiots to take the stuff to the actual monument. Which they are not doing. So he wouldn't sell it to the other place. Oh my god. He's not going to sell us any more today. That's fine because there's still 1,000 here. Right, please take it to the monument, my friends. I think it's because no, none of the carriers are doing anything. Oh man, this is just one bug after another. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I'll have to come back once I sort of fix this. But that is, yeah, just sort of one thing after another here. They should be sending it to the monument, but they aren't. So that's annoying. Okay, we're back. My god, finally, progress is being made. Some of the weirdest stuff I've ever seen in a video game is happening right now. So I have 1,500 jewels. That's what we need, 1,500. They are delivering it, thank god. And they weren't delivering it. The guy was buying the beer, but he wasn't coming down here to sell the jewels, which was awesome. So I tried to get him, because he was buying beer from here, to sell it to this stockpile or this stockpile. I had to delete this one because it was totally bugged. Nothing worked after that. But he wouldn't do that either. I then built one over here, and it looks like, no, there's still 1,500 in here. They're just not taking it from there. Right, I have to wait for the guy to come back. I've literally went bankrupt and have to keep letting money come back up in order to get this. I saved it, reloaded it. None of the traders would buy anything, which was totally weird. Yeah, they're coming back down here to get stuff. It's like they can only take it from this one, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. They should be able to take it from anyone, really. So I'm now waiting for the guy. And I don't think he's going to come down here. Because I think there's the 1,500 in here. And I don't understand why they don't take it. Unless this is a shorter route. It possibly is a shorter route. I don't think it is, though. I think it's about the same. In fact, I think, because that's further away, this is less. That might literally be the reason. I don't see them moving any more of the stuff over. There's an autosave happening. Come on, game. You've only got like 600 left to deliver. I don't know why they won't deliver it. I genuinely don't. 600. Come on, man. This worked. It kinda worked. I don't know why it isn't working anymore. Right, have you nut store. I want to see if they'll, if I switch that off, if they'll push this stuff across. No, they don't do anything. It's just stuck in there. Right, I think the guy... I need to follow the guy, see where he's going to go. So there's the beer. Man, this is infuriating, to say the least. Why did it get like 900? Such a random number. It's like this is completely broken. I think it is completely broken. We're so close to the end as well. It's just a shame. I'm gonna stick with it because I think I can get this to work, although I don't really have all day to do this. Right, so the trader is there. Where are you going now? Yeah, he's leaving. Yeah, so this stuff is... This one's chalked, so that's another... That's yet another stockpile that I've had to delete that has been full of jewellery. Make sure this bazaar is set not to take jewellery. It is. Hopefully, he will sell it to this one. Right, so 900. So I only need about 600. It could possibly be that that's the only one that's in range. Maybe this over here wasn't in range. That seems like a kind of weird thing. Right, the trader, there he is. And then he leaves again. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? No, this cannot be a thing. It can't be. This can't be a thing. This cannot be a thing that's happening. I just want this mission. Right, place this right there. Right? Take in 600. 600 jewelry. Maybe this is potentially close enough. I don't see the trader. There he is. Right, so he's heading down. He's heading down. Down he goes. 600. Boom. And they've taken it. No, they haven't. He sold me it. But they haven't taken it. Did they random ass take it from here? No, they didn't. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to fix this issue. I have no idea. I'll try reloading it again. That seemed to work the last time. Oh my god. It's done. I had to save and reload, but it is there. The Monument Lighthouse of Alexandria. Right, get rid of that crap. Don't need that anymore. I've got so much unemployed, which is totally weird. That was totally fine before. But here is our glorious monument. It is done. Jesus, what the hell was that noise? Nice. And we've got a ship off here in the distance. That's very cool. I'm glad I stuck with it and got it done. Right, as I said, I am genuinely going to play through this. Look, everything is working now. Culture and everything is coming up. So there were many things broken, it seems. Which is a shame. It's a good game. This will be the last ever episode, but it is a good game when it works. It just, sometimes it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, it can be fairly rough. Right, turn that off. I should only be selling crap now. Right, so yeah, that is going to be it for Builders of Egypt. We'll move on to something new in the coming days. But yeah, we got the last monument built, and it was epic. This is definitely, although it was a pain in the ass, definitely was my favourite to build. Doesn't have, well, it does have the painting stuff in here. The boat, that's kind of cool. Yeah, epic monument. Very, very cool. Right, so that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment, or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there's more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny, man. This has been Builders of Egypt, and I will catch you later.